Well, good Monday morning to you guys. I'm sitting here with a good friend of mine, Aaron Hershberger from Central States Roofing. If you've been involved in Conklin any amount of time, I'm sure his face is very familiar to you. It's a privilege to have him in the studio this morning and get to ask him a couple questions, and you guys get to listen in. Tell me a little bit about your story before Conklin. I assume most people don't know what you were involved with. I think you were kind of a jack of many trades, but tell me your before Conklin story.
The master of none. But well, my wife and I got married probably 9-10 years ago, and at that time I had a pallet shop, and so putting in a lot of hours and wasn't really getting anywhere there. But I did have close to 8 employees, so I did have the headaches, but not the money.
Right.
So we had a lot of things going for us, and we thought eventually, things would happen and turn around, and the market kind of crashed on the lumber and stuff. So I was always kind of searching for the next big thing, next thing I want to get into. I was kind of entrepreneurial spirit there. So I got into. My wife had a little grocery store, so we decided to. I wanted another store in Meadville in town somewhere. I figured that would take care of some of the locals could just walk to the store versus everybody where we're at was kind of country setting. They'd have to drive and get more customer base that way.
Yep.
So we did that, and so yeah, we were really doing a lot of things at one time and not really getting anywhere. There was just it's amazing how much stress a single person can actually go through and not die from it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we actually, after that I had a lot of side jobs, and I got out of the pallet shop, started the other store, and I hauled mini barns as well.
Oh, really?
And then I went to college full time to become an RN, thinking that might be the future. And I enjoyed college. I mean, there's no doubt I learned a lot and made good friends. But in the end, there's kind of a cap there as well, as far as a career-wise. And so after John, my brother-in-law, got into it, and Andy, and I just kind of saw that things were going well for them, or that they had some good stuff happening, and I knew you guys, and I knew you guys were doing well, but I always thought, well, the Raber twins are just one of those, they can just make stuff happen.
Right.
So I don't think I can do that. But
Raber luck.
Yeah, Raber luck. I wasn't quite in that club that thought that.
I've heard that.
But yeah. So anyway, after seeing that, what was happening with them, I helped them on a job, and I decided, and meanwhile, going to school, I was snow plowing as well. So I mean, I was really up from morning to night, and just going for it. And,
wow, busy.
Just busy, spinning wheels.
Not getting paid enough at the end.
No. At the end of the day, I was stressed from work, and then I was stressed from bills, and I was stressed from life, and yeah, it was just,
there's no way to do life.
Yeah. And I'm an optimistic guy, I believe. So I mean, it's not that I was going around with my head hanging down, and I'd go to outings, whatever, and I'd still be happy. I mean,
I always knew you that way.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not that got me down, but the stress was still there.
Yeah. Wow, keeping everything floating and tying up loose ends and keeping the employees busy and all that. So tell me about your first training that you went to. What was the first training that you went to with Conklin?
That was in December 2013. Andy just got started that fall, and I told him, you know what, I like doing sales. Why don't we? I forgot I was salesman too for furniture. So
nice.
In between all that.
One more thing, you might have forgot something else.
Yeah. I'll think of it as we go here. But there's so I told him, you know what, I'd do your sale. Commercial roofing to me looked like something that you were either in it for a long time, and those guys were 50, 60 years old and knew everything about it.
Yep.
And they had their workers, And to me, to get into, I don't know anything about construction. Like you wouldn't want me to build anything for you, not even a chicken coop. No, it would be lopsided. I mean, now I'm doing better. I mean, if anybody wants a roof, I'll still help you out. But construction wasn't my thing.
Right.
So I thought, well, roofing's not going to be my thing either. So after I saw the application, I realized you just have to be smart with it. You just have to use common sense on the roof. You don't have to build something necessarily, and you got to get smarter people than you to work with you or work for you. In December 13, I told and yeah, I'd be a sales guy, and
Okay.
I'd help sell the roofs. So that's when I went. You know, it looked pretty big to me. It was kind of like I didn't know the whole thing. Even listening to Steve Bonar and all that, I still went home not really knowing exactly what, but I knew it's what I wanted to do. So
well, commit first and figure the rest out
yeah,
later.
that's
right?
exactly right. I think you have to do that to get anywhere. Otherwise, you'll just try it and quit. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So obviously today, you're full-time Conklin Roofing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got rid of a lot of the other things that you've done. How has that freed you up as far as income-wise and time?
Oh, it's a whole world. It's a world of difference. It's been easier on my family, my just everything in general. And I know roofing is a summer job, so when the sun's out, you should be on a roof. But
it's raining today.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I'll be at home and I'll be mowing my lawn there, and all the neighbors have gone to work that day, you know, because I decided to take that day off. And that's what's possible with this. You don't have to, you know, you can take your weeks off. I mean, the summer, I mean, if you're in August, September, you might not want to do that, but for the most part. But it's freed me up. We're able to travel thanks to Conklin buying some of the trips for us. That has helped us make decisions where to go, and it's helped us.
Where's some places you went?
Cancun, Mexico for 3 times now.
Nice.
Yeah, and I've never been really out at. I went to the Bahamas when I was 18, just a quick little one of those marketing schemes, timeshare.
Oh yeah.
So
did you end up buying the timeshare?
No, I didn't buy the timeshare.
Wise man.
But besides that, I really haven't traveled that, you know, out of country. So it was nice seeing Cancun and getting to be familiar with the area. And of course, we like to go to Florida every year, rent a house, and that's made it possible by doing this. And
awesome.
And yeah, just not stressed out to where. It's a good stress now. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you're stressed out from that, but then you can come home and not be stressed about the bills, and maybe not as much about your time and your family. Whereas the other was like 3 stresses. This might just be the one. And you're going to be stressed whatever you do. It might as well be a stress that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I'm with you.
Yeah.
The real life, well, I like to say it this way. Anything that's worth having isn't always easy. Right. You know, and it encapsulates everything. So
that's true.
So what would you say to a new guy that's possibly knows about Conklin or that's heard about Conklin? What would you say to a new guy about coming into the business?
Well, I'd say it looks daunting. It looks like it's a big, you know, it looks like a big endeavor, but it's so doable. I mean, it's you've got the people in place to help you, and I know some of you guys start off with not as many people to help you.
Right.
But we have the people in place. You guys, I mean, from Lester Yutzi, Andrew, to Simon, to you and Owen, and Elias. I mean, I could go on and on and on. We've got everybody in place. All you have to do is be committed. Yeah. All they have to do is be committed. And once you decide to be committed, don't just do something every day. Wake up in the morning, and it doesn't matter what. And there's no little thing you open and it tells you what to do to unleash the secret of success. You have to just wake up in the morning and do something for the business, and call people if you have questions, and then follow the instructions. Don't just vary out. I mean, try new things, but don't vary out on your own, because very likely you'll stay out there on your own.
Yep.
So
yeah, for sure. So last question. So tell me what you're excited about and where you see the future for your business.
Well, I've been in this business now since 2013, December, but I've really only started working the business hard like 2015, maybe 14 a little bit. And it's amazing. The potential in this business just keeps growing. It's endless. So if you start off with just a small roofing business, you can grow it into having an organization. You can set up different places where you can do roofs, like set up people out here and even be a part of that, be in partnerships here. So it's unlimited. I'm excited for myself. We have another company in Ohio.
Nice.
We've got a good guy starting off there, and he's going to work solely for Central States, helping to grow the company. So like I mentioned, it's not just a cut and dry thing. The potential to expand is just enormous from all the angles. And you can have 4 or 5 different income streams coming in from the same roofing business. So So I'm excited about that. I think we've just begun.
That's great. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a verse in the Bible. It says, you know, if you're faithful with little, you'll be given much. And I think there's a lot to be said about that. That if you're faithful and you get started where you're at and you start growing it and you stay there and you just don't give up and don't quit, and it's amazing the opportunities and the doors that open for you going down.
Doors continue are opening.
Yep.
And you think one is slammed shut in your face, just turn the other way, there's another one waiting to be open for you. Yeah, I agree.
Well, hey, I appreciate the time that you've given us here, taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and give our viewers some attention. We appreciate all you guys listening in, and we look forward to seeing you guys next Monday. Have a wonderful week.